can't figure out for the life of me how to take this out. I don't know if I'm supposed to like remove the whole glove box, but it just wouldn't make sense to do all of that. I just can't figure it out, bro. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I will figure that out after. I removed this. I'm having an issue. Apparently it's a common issue with the Lexus that this doesn't turn on the light. I thought the light bulbs were faulty, but apparently it could be that also. So what I'm going to do is, before I reinstall this, I'm going to replace every LED I have in the car so that way I can test it. And then I'm going to install that, check if it works. And if it still doesn't work, then I will open it up and I will also be showing you how to fix that. As for this, I'm about to remove this. I have no idea how to remove this. I think that's from that. Okay, I need to take these two out and that's all I know. That's as much as I know, but we need to install the microphone. I think I'm gonna put the GPS over here. I have no clue what the hell that is. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I think that's the GPS. But anyway, I'm gonna install the other GPS here on this side. So we'll see how that goes. There, you just pop that off, screw it, and then you just pull down. I found out what's in there. There is a bug in there that is stuck, and that thing has been in there this whole time. That is completely terrifying and horrifying. It is down there somewhere. Let me not look for it now. It is in there though. I know it's 100% in there. That's part of it. One thing that I'm assuming this is where the microphone's going now. We're gonna pop this off, then run the wire. I'm a little confused though about where I should be running the wire though. If I'm running it over this. Now the goal is to run the microphone through here, maybe in through here, run it through all this back, down the pillar, down here. I wish I could move my car. I don't know if I'm allowed to move the car considering that everything is disconnected, but I'd love to move it over there to where the sun is so I'm not like freezing to death where I'm at right now. But hey, look, there's like some little clips. Imagine I break something. There's like a little section here. I can like manage to fit it in. That's actually kind of convenient. I'm not even gonna lie. Maybe I can get like some electrical tape and just tape this down here. All right, worthy of an update. Just pull this back. I didn't know this came back. Just literally pull it back and it comes off. Then run the cable down this way. And then, I don't know, figure out how to put it in through there. I think there's like a spot between there. Just something to keep in mind. I have no idea where this is supposed to go inside of the glove box. I'm still figuring that out. But for now, I just wanted to make that update because I didn't know if I could pull that back. All right, let's run this now through here and down. Okay, so I spent like half an hour trying to figure this out. I finally figured out how to take this dumb panel off because apparently no one makes a video on this. You take off 1, 2, 3 here. Obviously, make sure you don't have this panel here anymore. Once you take those off, there's a little light. I don't even know if I could show that. There's a light right here. Don't worry about that. That literally just comes off. And then what you're supposed to do, I don't know. I'll figure that out. This is what it looks like without it. But anyway, what you do is you literally just grab on from the side here and pull down on it. And while you're pulling down on it, start pushing this plate back. This plate's going to be like this. There's going to be 3 clips. Or sorry, it's up here. You're going to have to push back on it really hard. And then you're going to start moving it, pulling it in down from this way, and then just pull it out that way. I know it seems more complicated than it is, but yeah, it's gonna be here. You're gonna have to push a little hard back on it. You can obviously take this plate off so you can also grab it on from the back and also move it around. It makes it a lot easier. And then just pull it out from the bottom. Yeah, that's actually really it. There's nothing else there. Now I just have to figure out how to move these remaining cables in from there and then grab them from the back. I won't be able to record this because I'm recording it by myself. But yeah, it should be as simple as just grabbing them and pulling them here. And this is where we're going to install the VLine. Okay, I finally managed to pass the cables through after getting the cables stuck behind there. This is the best way to route it, at least to what I managed to figure out. Run the cable through the back of here and then down here, if you can see that gap, just pass the cable through there. So keep pulling it all the way straight, run it through there, and once you get it through here, literally just toss it back through this hole and then just grab the wire through here to where my fingers are and pull it down so it's out of the way. Now, if I'm not wrong, I have no clue what's next, but I think it's when we get the Grom, hook that up, place everything back, and we can test it. I am absolutely exhausted, and I'm happy I was actually able to run that through. My fingers are numb at this point from trying to like just fit my fingers back there. Does not help if you have big hands. But anyway, let's plug everything up. Okay, we're about to plug everything up. I have no clue how any of this goes, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I know how this goes. Okay, so I have everything hooked up right now in the back. I just plugged in wherever they went. I don't know how they went, to be honest with you, so I can't really tell you. But I can tell you this much. The cable that you're running, don't run it up here. Run it down here, just because it will go over the vents if you don't. And then just run it through there. I'm trying to push it back so then I can receive the cable back here. But I think this is... What's wrong with this? My lens is dirty. Give me a second. This is becoming a two-man team. I'm going to have to go get my brother so he can try to grab the cable from here. You know what's funny? Out of everything I've done on this car, the hardest and easiest part is running this cable through here. It's so freaking difficult. I realized one thing though, and if I could give you one piece of advice when anyone's doing this, remove this black thing, the black cover that goes here. Some people keep it on after and they try to run the cables, but it's been so much easier. Just like, it makes it easier than having like maybe like a centimeter off to try to be able to like pull the cables through. So having this clearance is super helpful. My best piece of advice if you're trying to feed this through, it just keep pushing. Just keep pushing, and somehow it just makes it through the other side. I tried to like straighten out the cables and like find like an angle. Just tuck them under, stick your hand through here, start feeling. There's like a little space. Where is the space? Is it above? There's a little space in here, and that's where you're gonna feel the cable, and just pull it after. It's gonna take a little bit of fishing, but you got it. After this, if I'm not wrong, everything is hooked up. I'm just gonna place this back. I might fix some cables, and I'm gonna see if it works now. Cables are pretty self-explanatory. I don't know why there's an HDMI cable here. I don't know. I'm assuming this is for charging. Camera, and then the DP cable is on this side, and the power cable, I guess, is this one, right? Yeah. Moment of truth. I ended up hooking everything up. We're gonna find out if it works or not. I will fix this all. This might be a tomorrow problem because the sun is setting anyway. The sun goes down at 4:30 and it's 4:05 right now. So let's turn it on, see if it works. It should send us to the Grom. Okay. Oh, okay, it's that simple. All right. From here, where's the Wi-Fi button on this? Is it in the... Give me a second. Well, okay. Let me get back to you once I figure this out. Well, we know it works. Now let's just figure out how to connect it to the internet, update it, and connect it to Apple CarPlay. So I figured it out. You have to add an app. Go to apps and then add the... There's a couple of apps, but actually there's not that many apps. And then you should be able to connect it to the internet. Let's connect it to the internet. Okay, quick note. So when you're connected to CarPlay, make sure your car isn't connected to the Bluetooth of your phone before. This only applies, I think, to 2010 and above, I think is when they added Bluetooth. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so go to your phone and forget any device that's connected to it. I think mine is under car multimedia. Forget that one. Okay, it's done. It works now. Okay, connect. This should throw me in. I don't know if it's going to stop the video, but yeah, just disconnect it so it allows you, because it was giving me an error before, but now it's working and it allowed me to connect. Oh, it works. Okay, never mind. So I don't know if it, hopefully it didn't hijack my audio. Dude, this is so cool. I swear to God, it looks cooler in person than it does here. I think just having this is awesome in general. The microphone works. I'm not going to use Siri, but it does work even when I use the command, like out loud. It works. The music is pretty cool. Spotify works. I know there's a way to adjust the screen, like, brightness and stuff. I want to mess with the contrast. I can't find it in any of this. What I did for now, though, just to fix some of the contrast, was I went to my map, then I went to my display, and then I adjusted the contrast. I realized I'm going to have to blur this out. But yeah, that's what I did to adjust it. Can you make this brighter? You can make it brighter. Okay, interesting. All right, anyway. So far, that's what we have, and it works amazing. I will get back to you after everything is all back together. I don't know if I should take in the visor so I can fix it, because we have to still repair this. Lights work, everything works. It's so cool seeing everything come back together. I still have to fix this. It is getting colder out, so I'm going to do this tomorrow when the sun comes out. That aside, though, that concludes day 2 of trying to repair this. I will see you soon. All right, good morning. It is now the next day. It keeps getting colder and colder out. I think it's how we started when it was like at 55 degrees. Then we went down to like 40s, and now we're down to the 30s. Today I'm just focused on setting this back on. I need to clean the inside of this, bro. It's really bad. I'm about to show you what it looks like. I don't know if someone spilled soda in here before. And then I have to somehow mount this. I'm a little confused about the mount brackets, just because I don't know if I'm supposed to drill anything into it. It looks like I will have to. I guess this is a quick update. I ended up zip tying this like hanging cable. I'm trying to find a good spot for it, because I know that to get back here it's going to be such a pain, and I'm going to have to remove the vents here, and I don't want to go through all that like again and risk damaging the dash. So I'm trying to find a good spot for it right now. I would also recommend that, finding a spot. I'm just tucking it underneath here. I did zip tie it. I'm not zip tying it too tight, just because the cables aren't supposed to bend. So yeah, it's a really light little loop over, and then I'm tucking it underneath here. I'm going to cut that right now. So just something to keep in mind, because once you put this back, you cannot take it off unless you want to redo all of this dash work. One thing that I'm confused about this box is I have to somehow mount this, and I imagine these two go here, right? Where this is. I'm just confused on how you're supposed to mount it up on top of here. Like, am I supposed to make a hole in the car? Which is kind of confusing and throwing me off, but I will figure it out right now. I'm currently just re-screwing on every single screw that I took off. I have... Where did they just go? Pause. Okay, I have these two screws, and I can't remember where they're from. So I need to remember where I got those from. Everything else is pretty much organized. I'm trying not to forget any screws that I might have taken off. I know this is going to sound so stupid, but if you are doing this, just make sure you know where every screw goes. I have these two screws here. I know one of these, either these or these, go on top of this, and I'm not sure which ones go there. Now I have this one, right? And these two, so these three, and these all fit, except this one is being such a pain. And look, it has like some wobble. You can kind of see it's not even on there properly. All right, so I'm putting this all back together. I'm starting up here on top with the 2 bolts, the 10 millimeters. I have 4 more. I don't remember exactly where the washer ones go. I will keep you posted. I'm like 90% sure they go on each side, because there's 4 down here. Yeah, just put that back in, and then we'll move on to the next step of putting the center console in, and then the vents. But for now, yeah, just 4 here, 2 on top, 10 millimeters. All right, finally this is going back in. I need to record this because this is a pretty important moment. Plug that back in, place that in there, and then I don't know how well I'm supposed to be able to do this with one hand, but you're supposed to just be able to wiggle this back in. I will do it once I put the camera down, but yeah, no damage dash, no damage dashboard. All right, let me push this back in. Perfect. Now we're moving on to the center console. All right, so that's the end of the installation of the Grom VLine. This probably won't take you that long if you're just doing that. It took me a lot longer because I had to rewrap everything here, install this. I still have to figure that out. I still have to install some LEDs in the puddle light in the back. So a couple of things that I have to finish myself. But aside from like the installation, it's not that bad, and it's pretty cool. It definitely, I love keeping the OEM factor. I think that's awesome. And dude, the Apple CarPlay is literally the only thing that this car was missing. Aside from that, this checks off every box for me. Yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. I will keep you guys posted on that, and we will talk soon. So I'm in the middle of finishing editing the installation video, and I noticed that I didn't record any like in-depth like showing you, demoing the CarPlay. I'm gonna film another video because I've had it for about a month now. I know how it works. I know some common fixes to some bugs I had, and this is more of an installation video. That's about it. I will film that. I'm gonna edit this one after that, and I just wanted to update you guys because, as you can tell, it has been a while since that video. Aside from that, though, yeah, let's try to hit 500 subs before the end of the year, and next video is coming out soon.